Welcome to Saraswati Shishu Chotwala Borsai. So in this video we are going to start revision of new chapter, chapter number 14, practical geometry. In our previous two videos we have learned symmetry. So symmetry in different shapes. So this is video number 3, class 6. Okay. So our next chapter is practical geometry. So in this chapter we are going to learn exact measurement of different shapes. Okay. But for practical geometry, the basic need of the instruments are these three. Okay, so here you can see different figures. So here the first number is the ruler, or we can define it by scale. Okay, so scale here you can see from 0 to 10 I have taken, but in your scale when you are using smaller one, then the measure from 0 to 15 is there, and these all are measurement in centimeter. Clear? So you are using line to draw centimeter. So here you can see the ruler. So what is the basic use of the ruler? So here to draw line segments and to measure the lengths. See, in any figure you are using line. Okay. So for line segment and the measurement you are using the ruler. So this is known as ruler, or you can also say scale. Now in second number you can see the compasses. Okay. So how it will look like? See, the compass has one pointer, okay, as well as on the other leg it has pencil, okay. So from pointer we are using the compasses to draw circle, or it is used for the measurement of the length. So here what is the basic use? To mark of equal lengths. Whenever we are using different lines, so for that measurement we are using the compasses, okay. So to mark off equal lengths, but not to measure them. We cannot measure any line with the help of compasses, but we can mark any measurement with the help of compasses, okay. So the basic use of compasses is to mark off equal lengths, or we can use the compasses for circle, okay. And the next one is protractor. It is known as protractor, okay. So in protractor here I have defined two semicircles. See, whenever you are using your geometry box and the protractor, so in protractor you are finding two semicircles. So what is the difference between two semicircles? See, here the smaller semicircle and here this is the bigger semicircle, okay. What is the use of smaller semicircle? So here you can see I have mentioned here all the measurement from 0 to 180. From 0 to 180. Okay. So whenever you are side. So wherever we are using right hand side, then we are using the inner scale. Inner scale is used for measurement of right hand side's angle. Because if you want to draw any angle, 0, 20 or 80. So you are using the right hand side portion, okay. So whenever you want to draw right hand side's angle, then you are using inner scale, clear? As well as here I have mentioned 0 to 180 again, but you can see this is clockwise and this is anti-clockwise. So here clockwise measurements are used for left hand side measurement. Whenever we want to draw any angle like this, so we are using left hand side measurement, and for that we are using outer, okay, outer measurement for left hand side. So please make sure that whenever you are using right hand side, then you are using inner scale, okay, and outer scale is used for left hand side measurement. Here the common angle you can see 90 degrees common in both the measurement. Whenever you are using inner scale or outer scale, but the 90 degrees same, because 90 degrees is straight line angle, okay, right angle. So for that 90 degrees common, but here inner scale is starting from 0 to 10, okay, and it ends at 180 semicircle. As well as outer scale is starting from left hand side 0, 10 and ends with 180. Clear? So this is a basic difference in inner scale and outer scale. So the protractor is used for to draw and measure the angle. We are using protractor for drawing of different angles, okay, and you can also if you are having any angle without given measurement, so with the help of protractor you are able to find the accurate measurement of learn first that how to draw a circle with given different radius. Clear? So here first question is that draw a circle of radius 3.2 centimeter. See here we want to draw a circle with the given radius. So 3.2 measurement is given. So how we are going to take a measurement of 3.2? You are using your ruler. Okay. On ruler here 0, 1, 2 and 3. We want measure of 3.2 means here 4 is there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So we have to take measurement from 0 to 3.2 means this is 3, this is 3.1 and this is 3.2. Clear? So with the help of ruler and compass, we have to take measure from 0 to 3.2 like this. Okay? Now, we have to draw a circle like this. Fix the middle and then like this way, we are going to construct a circle. Okay? So this is your 3.2. We have fixed our middle here. So let us give the point name as O. So this is the measurement of 3.2 centimeter. Okay, so these way we are using ruler and compass to draw a circle. Now in second number we have to draw a circle with radius 4.5 centimeter. Okay, same way we have to take a measurement on ruler. Here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and here 5. But we want a measure of 4.5 means here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 4, this is 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4 and this is 4.5. Okay. So with the help of compass we have to take a measurement from 0 to 4.5 till here. Okay. Now fix your needle here. And so this is your circle. Let us name the point as O and this much is 4.5 centimeter. So in this question we have learned that how to draw a circle with the help of given radius. Okay. So we have used ruler. Okay. With the help of ruler, we have taken fixed measurement of the given radius and then with the help of compasses, we have drawn different circles. And next question, the question is that with the same center O, draw two circles of radii 4 cm and 2.5 cm. See, we have given a common center O, okay, and we have to make two circles with different radii 4 cm and 2.5 cm. First, you have to identify that which one is greater and which one is smaller. So, smaller is 2.5 cm. So, first we are going to draw 2.5 cm circle. So, we are using ruler here. So, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now, we want to take measurement of 2.5 means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now, we have to take a measurement with the help of compass 0 to 2.5 means 0 to 2.5 this much. Okay. So, first we are going to draw 2.5 centimeter circle. So, this is your 2.5 centimeter circle. Okay. Let us give the center as O. Now, with the same center we want to draw a circle with 4 centimeter. So, with the help of compass, we are going to take measurement from 0 to 4 here. Okay, 0 to 4. Now, with the same center means from O, we have to draw a circle with 4 centimeter. So, here you can see another circle. Okay. The center is common, so we have drawn a circle with 4 centimeter. So you can see here two different circles are there with two different radius. So the smaller one is 2.5 centimeter and the bigger one is 4 centimeter. And in this way question we have used same center O. Clear? So these way you can draw two circles with different radius. Here our next topic is that how to draw line segments. Okay? With the given different measurement, how we can use ruler to draw line segment. So here our question is that draw a line segment with 7.3 cm using ruler. Means with the help of scale, you have to draw a line segment with given measurement 7.3 cm. 7.3 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and this is 7. Okay. So this is 7.1, 7.2 and 7.3. So these much you have to take a measurement to draw 7.3 cm. So let us start. So you have to use your scale. So here I have my scale, okay. So 0, I take a measurement of 7.3 cm. Let us name it as A and here B. So if you are going to measure it, then it is 7.3 cm. Okay. Now in next question, draw a line segment with 4.5 cm using ruler. Same way, on the scale you have to take a measurement from 0 to 4.5. So this is your 4, 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4 and 4.5. So here you have to take a measurement from 0 to 4.5. So let us start here. So 0 to 4.5. So this much is your 4.5 cm. Let us name it as suppose Q and R. So we can say that QR is 4.5 cm. It is so easy to draw a line segment with the help of ruler. Just you have to take a given measurement and with the help of ruler you can draw different line segments. Okay. So this is the line segment. Okay. Now here I have taken the types of angles. All you know that there are different types of angles, okay? So we are going to learn the types of different angles. So here first number is acute angle. So what is meaning of acute angle? So acute angle means the measure of acute angle is compulsory less than 90 degree. Okay? Wherever you are drawing any angle but the measurement is less than 90 degree, then it is known as acute angle. For example, like this. Here you can see this is less than 90 degree, okay? Or we can say that this is also less than 90 degree. So these type of angles are known as acute angle. Same way in second number, right angle. So right angle is exactly straight line angle here like this. Exactly the measurement is 90 degree. Right angle is fixed angle, that the measure of right angle is compulsory 90 degree. Like this you can see here. This is right angle, okay? You can say that this is also right angle, okay? So the measure of right angle is always 90 degree. Now the next number is obtuse angle. Obtuse angle means the measure of the angle is greater than 90 degree. Okay, whenever you are plotting any angle, so whenever you are drawing any angle and the measure is greater than 90 degree, means 91, 100, 110, 120, okay? So that all are obtuse angle. So here you can draw it like this. See here you can find that this is greater than 120 degree. Sorry, it is. So here you can see it is greater than 90 degree. Okay, that's why it is known as obtuse angle, or you can see here like this. Okay, so this is also obtuse angle. So always the measure of obtuse angle is greater than 90 degree. Now the next number is straight line angle. Straight line means like this. If you are using straight line and the measure of these angles, okay? You are measuring these angles. So the straight line angle always measures 180 degree. 180 degree always known as straight line angle. Wherever you are drawing or you are using any straight line, so it is always 180 degree. That's why it is known as straight line angle. Or we can say it semicircle. Now the last number is complete angle. Complete angle means full Okay, so whenever you are drawing any complete angle or circle, always that the measurement of complete angle is 100 and always the measure of complete angle is 360 degree. Okay, so complete angle always measures 360 degree. So here we have understand different 5 angles. First one is acute angle less than 90, right angle exactly 90 degree, obtuse angle greater than 90 degree, then straight line angle exactly 180 degree, and the last one is complete angle which is equals to 360 degree. So these all angles are important for our geometry chapter. Okay, so our next topic is that how to construct different angles. So how we can draw different angles with the help of protractor. So first of all, whenever you are constructing any different angles, so first you need a straight line. So suppose we are having one straight line. So first you have to draw a straight line. Let us name it as A and B. Okay. Now if you want to draw 30 degree angle, so what you have to do? If you want to draw 30 degree angle on the right hand side, so first you have to make a measurement like this. See here in your protractor one black mark is given. Okay, so from the black mark you have to see that where 30 degree is lying. So here you can see this is your 30 degree measurement, 30 and 150, but we want 30 degree, so here 30 degree is here, so mark here 30 degree. Okay, now from A join the given point, so here like this. So let us name it as C. So you can find that this is exactly 30 degree. Clear? So here we have taken angle BAC which is equals to 30 degree. Okay? Now if you want to draw 60 degree measurement, so same way you have to draw a straight line. Okay? Again you have to take the measurement from here, from your black point. So where is 60 degree? So here is your 60 degree. So mark it on here and join 60 degree from the point. So let us name it as P, Q and R. So here you are able to find measurement of 60 degree. So we can say that angle PQR is exactly 60 degree. Okay? Now, if you want to draw exact 90 degree, 90 degree is a right angle, so same way you have to make a straight line and 90 degrees here. Okay, so let us join both the points. So here, let us name the given angle as X, Y and Z. So here you can see that the measurement of the angle is 90 degree. Okay, so we can say that angle X, Y, Z is 90 degree, which is right. Okay. Now same way if you want to draw 120 degrees. So again we have to draw a straight line. Now you can see 120 degrees here because we are constructing from right hand side. Okay. So 120 degrees is greater than 90 degrees. So here 90 degree and here 120 degree. Now join both the lines. So here. So let us name the angle as DEF, which is equals to 120 degree. So here you can see that angle DEF, which is equals to 120 degree. Clear? So we have constructed all the angles from right hand side. Okay? So these are the basic 4 angles: 30 degree, 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree and 120 degree. If you want to plot straight line angle, so straight line angle means this is your straight line angle 0 to 180. Okay, so this is known as 180 degree straight line angle. Suppose name it as A, B and C. So angle A, B and C, which is equals to 180 degree. Okay, so these we can construct different angles. Let us understand how we can construct the same angles on the left Same way, first we have to make a straight line like this. Okay. Then if you want to construct 30 degree, then you have to mark protractor like this. Okay. We are constructing on the left hand side, so you have to use the scale of left hand side. So for left hand side, we are using outer scale. Clear? So here outer scale 30 degrees here. So mark 30 degree here. Okay. Now same way, join these 2 points. Suppose let us name it as A, B and C. So here you can see that it is 30 degree. So angle ABC, which is equals to 30 degree. Okay. Now same way, if you want to draw 60 degree on the left hand side, so first you have to draw a straight line. Okay. Then here on the left hand side you can see 60 degrees here, outer scale. Okay. So this is your 60 degree. Now join both the points here. So after joining these 2 points, you can see that this is 60 degree. Let us name it as D, E and F. So angle D, E and F, which is equals to 60 degree. Clear? Now same way, if you are after 60 degree, we want 90 degree. So same way 90 degree is the common in outer and inner scale. Okay. So first you have to draw straight line. Okay. Then after your 90 degrees here, so 90 degree. Then connect both the points. So here you can see that this is your 90 degree angle. So let us name the angle as X, Y and Z. So we can say that angle X, Y and Z, which is equals to 90 degree. Clear? Now if you want to construct 120 from left hand side, so again we have to draw a straight line here on the left hand side. Okay. Now we want to draw 120 degree. So 120 degree is greater than 90 degree. Okay. So this is your 90 degree and where 120 is here. So here is your 120 degree. Okay. Now join both the points. So this is your 120 degree angle. Let us name it as M and O. So angle M and O is 120 degree. Okay. So these way we can draw different angles on the left hand side as well as on the right hand side. So for that you have to use different scale in protractor. Okay. If you want to draw right hand side angle, so you have to use inner scale, and if you want to draw left hand side angle, so you have to use outer scale. Okay. So in this video we have done the basic use of geometrical instruments. Okay, and how to draw different angles with the use of protractor. In our next video we will learn how to construct different angles. Okay. Thank you everyone.